There are many companies where they start 5 years activities, and after some time we see a decline in the implementation of 5 years. People don't sustain the 5 years very well. There are many reasons for that, like the employees are not aligned, or there is a lack of senior management commitment and other issues also. But in this particular video we will talk about how can I strengthen the first 3 S's, that is sorting, set in order and shine. How do we do unbreakable sort, set in order and shine? In this video let us learn about unbreakable sort, set in order and shine, so that the 5 years implementation gets sustained in the company. So come, let's get started. Hi there, this is Kaizen Club and my name is Anand, your trusted lean manufacturing implementation partner. And in this video, we are going to learn about unbreakable sort, unbreakable set in order and unbreakable shine. Come, let's get started. The first one is unbreakable sort. What do you mean by sort? Sorting means removing the unwanted items from the workplace. That is segregation of things which are required and which are not required. And in case of any doubtful items, you will move them to a red tag area. This is what we know, we learned, right? So when we what do we do with these unwanted items? Generally we put it in scrap, right? We can sell it off or dispose, right? Or we take an action. And the red tag items, they'll be kept in a red tag area, separate area, and then the management can decide whether we want it or not. If we want it, we'll again go to the next phase. If we don't want it, they will end up with scrap. And the things which we want, that will be going for the next phase, that is set in order. So this is what we know in terms of sorting. What is this unbreakable sorting? Generally what happens is this sorting, we will actually do it as a one day big exercise, like a Sairi day, right? Sairi means sorting. And after some time we find there are some unwanted items in the workplace. So after some time it gets collapsed, right? So how do we do this unbreakable sorting? Unbreakable sorting means how do we avoid the unwanted things that are entering the workplace. So before even these unwanted things enter the workplace, the Gemba, can we eliminate them? For example, think about a part which is coming in a packaged condition, right? If I take this part from the stores and open it in the workplace, assembly area maybe, we will be ending up with the outer carton boxes. There will be a plastic cover to prevent the scratches or dust. So now my workplace has this paper waste and also a polythene cover waste. These are all unwanted. So now I have to dispose them. So think about how do we eliminate these unwanted items in the workplace. That is called as unbreakable sorting. Bring only what is required for my workplace. Right? If you see automobile manufacturing companies, when they assemble, most of the parts they come in open condition in the trolleys. Directly I can pick and place and lock it, right? Screw it. And there is no polythene cover, there is no carton boxes, there are no packaging items which are present in the workplace. Similarly, if you are removing some old screws, nuts and bolts in a service, typical like a two-wheeler or a automobile service area, you remove a lot of part from the automobiles, and sometimes we'll replace them. So the old items, immediately you dispose them, right? Don't wait, don't keep it in a corner and and store it for a long time. Use an unbreakable method, that is every day at the end of the day I will move all these unwanted items to a separate area. So this is how we do an unbreakable sorting, that is preventing the unwanted items from reaching the workplace. That is number one. Second one is unbreakable set in order. What is set in order? Set in order means fixing a place for each and every item, a place for everything and everything in its place, right? When we do set in order, the problem we face is most of the people, when they use a tool or some material, they don't put it back in the same location, right? People forget or they misplace the tools. So this is what is a common issue we face when we do this second S. So how do we create an unbreakable set in order? There are 3 ways. One is suspending the tools from above. That is, if I am working in a assembly area, if I have the pneumatic wrench suspended from above, I can use the tool and all I have to do is just leave the tool. It will go back to the original position. Meaning I don't want to put it back in the same location. The tool will go back by itself. right? If it is suspended. So this is one way of looking at unbreakable set in order. Can we suspend the tool from above so that people can just release the tool and it will go back to the original position? So I don't rely on people to follow this, put it back in the same location. Second one is fixing the tool in the workplace itself. For example, if I am using a gauge like a go no go gauge, and then there are three methods in tool elimination. The first method is called tool unification or combination. A good example for this tool combination can be a spanner with different size of holes in the entire multi-hole spanner. If I may use the word multi-hole spanner, right? So the different sizes of holes are present in the spanners. So that can be used instead of 2 or 3 spanners. So this is a tool combination, which is the first idea. The second one is tool substitution. For example, we can check the process and see if we can substitute the tool. That is by changing the type of material used. For example, there is an assembly where there is a nut and bolt which is used, and I need a spanner for tightening the nut. If I remove this nut and bring in a butterfly nut, right, or a wing nut, I can use my hand to tighten it rather than I don't want a spanner, right? So in this case, I am eliminating the spanner. I am eliminating the spanner itself, right? So I am eliminating the tool. So tool substitution can I use a different material, right? So that I don't need the tool itself. That is the second idea. That is tool substitution. Third method is called method substitution, where I am removing the entire setup itself. I don't need the tool at all. For example, instead of nuts and bolts, can I use a one-touch clamp? Right? So I don't need nut and bolt. I don't need to use my hands also for tightening. I don't use any tool for tightening. I can do it in a single touch clamp. So this can be a method substitution itself. So in set in order, so in unbreakable set in order, we learnt about 3 major categories. One is suspending the tools from above. The second one is fixing the tool in the workplace itself. The third one is tool elimination. In tool elimination, we learnt about 3 ideas or 3 concepts. One is tool combination, meaning combining the tools. Second one is tool substitution. Substitution. Instead of using a nut and bolt, can I use a wing nut? The third one is method substitution. That is changing the entire method itself. By doing this, we can reduce the number of tools in the workplace, and by reducing the number of tools, we can sustain the set in order much better, because the number of tools are reduced. So you need a compact space and it's easy to monitor, and people will put the tool back in the same place. So this is the unbreakable set in order. Now let us look at the third S, that is shine. Shine means cleaning the workplace. When I say cleaning, we also do cleaning and inspection. Right? In this, the unbreakable shine means fixing the root cause of the problems immediately. If there is a machine which is leaking oil or leaking air, can I fix the problem immediately? That is one way of looking at it, right? Unbreakable shine. And the second one is involving the operator and creating my machine, my area, where operator takes the responsibility to clean the machines, and it is becoming a regular culture. And the supervisors or the managers should check whether the operators are following that or not. This is called as autonomous maintenance. And when we do this autonomous maintenance and fixing the root cause of the machines, we'll be able to do unbreakable shine. And one more thing we can do is we can give a 5-minute cleaning time at the start of the shift. Right? This will ensure that all the machines are monitored properly. People will do this autonomous maintenance properly and ensure that the shine process is happening. In one of our clients' place, we actually give a 5-minute break where they play a small song, and during that time all the operators will stand up, they clean their entire workplace, do the autonomous maintenance, and then sit in their place and they start working. So this is a 5-minute activity which will ensure that the shine activity is done every day. So 3 things we saw: unbreakable sort, unbreakable set in order, and unbreakable shine. When we follow this, 5Rs will get sustained in the industry for a long time. So thank you very much for watching. If you like this particular video, please share it with your friends and team members. Click the subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you get notified when we post a new video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll talk to you in the next video. See you. Bye-bye.